Okay, I'd like to give a quick review on a brand new 2018 Can-Am Defender. This is the HD8. This is a DPS, the power steering model. And I'd like to start really at the back of the vehicle. First and foremost, this is primarily going to be used for waterfowl hunting, some utility. It does have the option to put a plow on it, which I probably will be doing in the winter. But starting on some of the features on why I chose this vehicle, and hopefully you guys will get some insight, and maybe as you're around shopping for a vehicle for multi-use hunting utility, at least you'll have a little more information before you go to the next time you go to your dealer. What I do like about it is, being somebody who's outside a lot hunting and in cold weather, a lot of times you're wearing a pair of heavy gloves or old-fashioned leather mitts or something, and with this dump box, you can open it with one hand pretty easily. There's no latches or hasps that are on the sides that you see on some of the other vehicles or different types of setups. And the bed itself is nice. You could sit right there, change out of your waders, get the dogs in and out, whatever gear you have in and out. And it's pretty tough. I like the material. It's not steel or like some of the other boxes, but I believe it's steel reinforced. And I like the composite material. Much better wear and tear. Not worried about rust as much. It does have these very nice indents for 4 or 5 gallon buckets. I think this would be fantastic for not only people that hunt, but people that ice fish too. They want to put their buckets here and still have room for a clamshell and an auger and stuff like that in the back. In my situation, I have a Yeti bucket primarily because I do a lot of duck hunting, and the Yeti is just tough. You can sit on it. It's got a little tray that I paid for inside, and you can keep some shotgun shells in there, duck calls, hat, hand warmers, and then still have room underneath for a thermos and an extra layer or two while you're hunting. So the bed does have some really nice tie down points. I think they call it the Q-Link system with Can-Am. I'm not adding anything to the bed because I am going to get a quack rack for this. For anybody that hunts that's not familiar with a quack rack, it's a fantastic product. I have spoken to the guys there, and hopefully we'll be ordering one any day here for the fall hunting season coming up. But basically what it does, it doubles your bed size. It's a rack system made out of aluminum that comes up to here or so, then adds basically the same size of the bed on the top tier to store stuff, but along the sides has hooks and clips to carry what Texas style decoy rigs, and freeing up all that bed space, so you still have room inside for kennels, dogs to jump in and out, more gear, whatever you need. It's got room, and it even has holders for spinning decoys as well. I did chintz out a little bit and get the plastic window. It was still $350, but in hindsight, I haven't used this machine yet, but a glass is always a better deal. This is not even hard coated. Might cloud up pretty quick, and I'm sure dogs are going to get on it and all that stuff, and you have to be very careful and make sure you clean it with a microfiber cloth, and make sure I don't ruin it, but it is what it is. I did spring for these fancy new half doors. I love these. Once again, if you were to approach the vehicle with a gloved hand or a mitt, whatever, you could grab that and just pinch it. Opens right up. See here, I do have the mirrors. They're about $99 each. A little pricey, but well made, pretty tough. Inside of the door, you see here, you got room for, I got a pair of gloves in there. It is padded to lean against. It does offer a little additional protection with the netting, but really just kind of a good compromise between a full door, which costs a fortune, and having some protection from brush or anything that gets kicked up into the vehicle, as well as takes a little bit of wind off. I did also opt for that box you see underneath here. I didn't realize it was fixed to the floor. I think it must be screwed in there. Had I known that, I'm not sure I would have gotten it, but still a good spot to put an extra jacket. I've got the remote for the winch in there and a couple toe straps. I got a cheap light here. I got at Harbor Freight for $10, but it seems to do the work pretty well. Came with adhesive, and I might get another one for the other side. But a quick look on the inside. What I do like about this vehicle, egress is really easy. A lot of room. You can kind of get right in here without a problem. Pretty standard setup. Got your factory headlights here. Your 2- and 4-wheel drive. Your locking rear diff. That's your in and out switch for the winch. It's a little backwards from what I'm used to. Usually I thought that would be out. That's in, but whatever. You got your work mode. I think that was a $30 switch, but it gives you work mode, normal, and eco mode. And there's the 10-inch LED light bar that you see right there. That was a $200-300, but I think it's worth it. It throws a nice big center light out into the front, and would be great for, you know, being out at night on the trail. As well, if you get a plow, it'd be very handy for a plow as well. Back to the inside. You know, if you're just two of you in here, you can flip that down, have a nice center console, place to put your cell phone, drinks, whatever it may be, an armrest. And third person's in here. You know, you do have a center seat bucket, or seat belt, excuse me. Another storage bucket underneath. This is great for, you know, bottles of water, stuff for your dogs, whatever you need. Nice little storage pocket here in the dash. Additional storage here. Cup holder. Little change storage in here. I put a microfiber in here because it's a hard-coated windshield, and the only way to really wipe these windshields down is with a microfiber cloth. I did not get the roof liner, it's just a plastic liner, but it is sealed up pretty good. You know, it's got some gaskets in there, some sort, I believe. But yeah, I do like this hard-coated windshield. Seems fairly tough, but you do have to clean it with a microfiber. I don't think I put a bounty towel on it or anything like that. If you walk around here, once again, this easy door, just kind of pinch it. And I did have the under seat seal storage, which is fantastic. You can actually just grab that handle, take that with you out in the field, whatever you're doing. Or, you know, you want to pack a lunch in there, bring some drinks with you, you can. You know, that folds up, and this is the seal straight up. Nice. It's kind of a similar situation on the dash. You got this removable box, toolbox, lunchbox, whatever you want to call it. I put a box of shells in here and some duck calls to give you some perspective on the size, but pretty handy, you know. Whether or not I take it with me that often, I'm not really sure, but I'm sure my 10-year-old would have a lot of fun with it, you know. I did not get the XT model, which gives you slightly better seats and, you know, a little different trim on it. It's got a winch already installed. It does have a roof already, same as that, and it does have the same color plastic in the front as it would in the back. For me, for what I needed, I didn't really need it, since in 2018 the power steering does come with these nice wheels and the Maxxis tires, big horns on the front and the back. So, you know, for my purposes, I wanted to spend more money on accessories than I did, you know, just getting the XT trim, and then kind of trick it out the way I wanted to. But, you know, why I chose this vehicle, I've had Polaris, I've had 2 Kawasaki's. I just honestly like how clever the storage was. For me, to be able to go out and carry what I need with me and not have it bouncing everywhere and getting dirty and getting wet, I like it. I think it's a good idea, the way they set up the storage in here. What it does, it frees up all that space in the bed. So, you know, you can put 5-gallon buckets, you know, your gear, dogs, whatever you want in here. And your stuff isn't bouncing around, sliding around the back. It's just really, really clever. You know, I had a mule last time, and the mule is a fantastic machine. You know, you could throw sand in the tank and the thing would run, but, you know, the storage in the new Mule Pro Series is just not there in the front. The bench seat is semi-comfortable in the new Mule, but there's no storage in that machine. You have to spend $300 for a tub that the only way you can access it is pull the entire bench seat out of the way. You know, it's just not for me. Rather disappointed when that came out, that was going to be so plain and utilitarian, that it wouldn't have any, you know, places to put stuff inside. Because other than that, it's a great machine. It has a massive dump bed, but you use a lot of your dump bed just by carrying basic stuff around with it that you're going to need. And you know, so anyway, once I get this running a little bit and get that quack rack on there, I can do another review. But I am no mechanic, I am no expert, but I just thought maybe people in the market similar to me, looking for a hunting / utility / a little bit of fun vehicle, may be interested in looking at the Defender. I do like it, and I'm telling you, it's quiet. Having owned many other machines before, like I said, this thing runs like, you know, quiet. It seems like any noise comes from a little bit behind you, which is probably because the engine does sit beneath and below the cab a bit. But as far as being out and being able to have a conversation, this machine is, you know, enables you to do that. So once I get some more stuff going and get some experience on this, so I'll send another review. But any questions, let me know. Thank you.